Hello, and you might notice that things are looking a little bit different right now. So this is my new place. I'm not fully moved in yet. I still haven't got, some basic things. I'm basically sat here on the weekend waiting for deliveries today. I've had a mattress delivered, and I've got a fridge freezer coming sometime this afternoon. So I'm just kind of sitting around here waiting for delivery men. So I thought what I'd do is I'd move my computer in here temporarily and do a video to pass the time. So as you can see, I've set up all my bots behind me. Now you might be thinking some of those shelves look a bit empty, and that's because those three there are the G1 shelves, and I'll give you a little guided tour of those of all the shelves there in a sec. But the stuff on the shelves at the minute is just the stuff that I've accumulated in like the last year. It's not my entire collection because there's loads of G1 stuff still in my parents' loft. So once those get brought down, they'll be added, and those three shelves there will look a lot fuller, trust me. Maybe not the Decepticon shelf, actually I haven't got many Decepticons, but certainly those top two shelves will be a lot fuller than they are now, that's for sure. I said this is just stuff I bought since about March last year that's in here at the minute. I'll give you a little show around of what's on the shelf. So I'm a bit constricted on how I can move this camera because it's obviously my webcam and it's wired to the PC still. But this is all my box stuff along the top there. This is all stuff that's basically going to be staying in its boxes for display purposes. And then if we come down here, this is kind of like the big bots, combiners, things like that. Road Caesar looks tiny next to Fort Max, doesn't he? I've got the Masterpiece Optimus Prime from Toys R Us there as well, and the Micromaster combiners. Actually I want to get I've got 6 turbo there and 6 liner. I'd like to get the aerial bot recolor of 6 wing, because then it will literally be planes, trains and automobiles. Okay, so yeah, that's where the shelf for the big bots. So I'm hoping to add a few more to there at some point. And we've got all my bot shots and Creon micro changes. You can see my AA team lurking there off to the side. These are all coming with me to AA, by the way, not just the ones at the front. I'll bring the whole lot. And then moving down, this is the classic shelf, Generations, or whatever you want to call it. I say it's only got those 3 on it at the minute. Artfire, Smokescreen and Wheeljack, but there's certainly going to be a few more added to that. And then going further down, this is the Timeline shelf, Air Razor and the new Collectors Club membership toy Depth Charge that came the other day. There's Scourge and Drift, and there will be more added to these over the next few months as the figure subscription figures all turn up. So there's another 5 to come and go on that shelf. And then this is the shelf that will make Ed cry. This is all my Cyberverse collection boxed, still sealed in the packets. I haven't got all the new Beast Hunter ones yet. I've only got Smokescreen and Arachnid there, but I'll probably gradually pick those up as we're going along. And then back up to the top on this side, I say just G1 shelves to begin with, and only a few things on here because I say most of it's still in my parents' loft, my original G1 stuff. You probably recognise Steeljaw there from just about every video I do. The clones and double dealer. Now unfortunately I broke my double dealer a couple of months ago. I knocked him off where he was stood at my old place, and managed to snap the shoulder peg off where his rocket launcher mounts on his shoulder. So I am kind of looking out for for just a double dealer body. Hopefully I can find one, and cause I've got everything else is still okay, just needs a new body because that shoulder is got no peg on it anymore, unfortunately. Moving down, this is another very empty shelf, sort of miscellaneous. It's got a couple of Beast Wars figures there, and my one movie bot. That's going to have a few added to it hopefully after AA. And then we've got my Prime shelf, Autobots, and Cyberverse figures at the front there, and Arms Micron Bumblebee, and they're all deluxes. Haven't got any Voyagers on the Autobots. And then the very bottom shelf is Prime Decepticons, along with the data discs from Fall of Cybertron, Ratbat and Frenzy, because Frenzy is red. Just need to clear that for a few people, because look, there's Rumble and he's blue, so you know that's the way it is. So yeah, that's everything I've got out at the minute. I said there'll be more added to it when I get my all my old stuff, which will hopefully be not too long, and maybe I'll show those in a bit more detail in a future video. So yeah, that's just a quick little tour of what's up on the shelves at the minute. I've got no internet connection here, so this computer's only in here temporarily at the minute. It was supposed to be done on Wednesday, but there was a complete and utter balls up by the BT engineer who was trying to get to the wrong flat, despite the fact I had someone waiting here all afternoon to sort him out, and he tried to get into upstairs for some reason. What can you do? So I don't know exactly when my phone's going to be connected up again. I'm waiting for a phone back to sort it out. So that's a bit annoying, because I could have been sat on the internet today, and as it is I've got to keep moving my computer back and forth if I want to use the internet. So this will actually get uploaded when I move it back home, probably later today. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, moving on to what this video is actually supposed to be about. Timey put up his, AA hopes and fears, throwing that out there again this year. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do one. I did one last year, and it was I think the second video I ever did. I actually watched it the other day, and thank God it was terrible. Excuse me. I looked really scared. I hadn't really got used to talking to a camera, I don't think, at that point. And I was still new to YouTube and didn't really know anyone, and it was all a bit apprehensive. And I think I recorded it late at night, so I was trying to be quiet as well, and it just made me seem terrified, I think. But I thought I'd do it again this year and kind of use it as a way to look back as well on sort of what's happened over the past year, how things may have changed a little bit. And it's good to see Rob, Inksmuscle83, I'll put a link to his channel down below if you haven't seen his video. My mate Rob finally did a video. I've only been nagging him for about 6 months now to do something, and yeah, he finally did it, and I don't know what he was worried about, because I think he was pleasantly surprised by the positive responses he got from that. But yeah, so AA hopes and fears this year. Now, I'll go with the fears first. I'll do it backwards. Let's mix it up a bit. I remember last year, I was quite apprehensive. I didn't really know anyone. I was only just sort of starting to get involved in things, and so I was really quiet. Didn't really talk to a lot of people last year. Just really like people we bumped into at the train station who were lost and stuff like that. And so I didn't really integrate myself with people there. It was a bit disappointing, but I said I'd only just started out on here. I hadn't really started speaking to people properly, but there's quite a few people now that I talk to quite a lot. Yeah, I mean, quite a few of you. So yeah, I'm hoping to catch up with you guys, and well, not hoping to. I'm going to, aren't we? We're going to. There's no hoping about it. It is going to happen. So I'm not really sort of apprehensive about that this time around. In fact, I'm not really having been there and experienced it firsthand last year. I'm not really got any apprehensions at all this year. Having last year was like a bit of a venture into the unknown. I didn't really know what I was letting myself in for. But having been there and done it now, only the ones, some people have been going for years. But not really got any fears really this time around. I suppose maybe the only one thing I'm hoping doesn't happen is that Ed beats me at pot shots, because I'll never live it down, will I? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, so things I'm hoping to do. Obviously, meet up with a lot of you guys. There's a few people in particular, I've got, interact with quite a lot on here, and so you guys know who you are. Ed, Stu, Jim, you guys are probably the ones I talk to the most. So looking forward to getting together with you guys. Anton as well. We've got to have some bottle shots, man. You sent me that iron hide. It's only fair I'll give you a game of bottle shots in return. So that should be good. What else am I looking forward to? This year, I made a fatal mistake last year. I wanted to get my Prowl signed. Where is he? Somewhere around there. There. I wanted to get that signed by Michael Bell. And I left it till the Sunday to do all the getting stuff signed. And unfortunately, Michael had to leave first thing Sunday morning due to some sort of family emergency. So I never got to get it done and meet the guy, which was really annoying. Not his fault, these things happen. It's my own fault for bloody leaving it to the last minute. I've got Simon Furman to sign some Regeneration 1 stuff for me, so that's good, but that had been the one I was really trying to get done, and it didn't happen. So this year I'm going to make sure I don't leave it till the last minute to get stuff signed, because I need to get this signed. No, and actually I might get Dan to sign the the Minibots box as well, because that's got Bumblebee on the front there. Haven't got any stuff really for the others to sign, so maybe I might get them to sign just like that. Oh no, I suppose they could sign my Legion Starscream toy, Steve Bloom. But yeah, I don't know if that's worth doing. I might just get them to sign the postcards or the the pass or something like that maybe this year. See what happens. So yeah, not leaving stuff to the last minute. If you need something to get it done early. Don't end up missing out like I did last time. Fatal mistake. What else am I hoping to do? Convention exclusive toys. I love my exclusives. As you probably saw a few as I was giving you the tour of the shelf there. I've pre-ordered the Robot Manuel X, but there's also the other one, Basil Z, I think it is. And you can't pre-order that one, and there's a limited amount of them for sale. So I think my priority is going to be get in and get that, because you'll never get the chance ever again to get that one. Other stuff, there's always the possibility that somewhere down the line you'll see another one of something, but that is going to be really hard to get hold of. I think there's only, what was I reading? I think it was 500 of each worldwide, so pretty limited really. Make sure I get that nice and early. So that's another thing I've got to do. And then there's a few other things I'm looking for really. I mentioned before in my last video about the Generations Rat Bat. I think I've got that sorted. I sent Kapow a message. I seen they had it listed as in stock on their website, so I sent them a quick message through their website and just said, what are the chances of you bringing one to AA for me, and they seem quite amicable about that. So I think I've got that one covered. There's a few other things I'm really looking for as well. I'd quite like to get the Transformers United Ultra Magnus or Henkei Ultra Magnus or whatever. Well, I can't remember which of it's one of those two. But the all white version of the Classics Magnus, that looks really good. The one that connects up with the Fans Project City Commander set, although I'm not fussed about that side of it. I'd maybe get it if I saw it going for a cheap price, but it's normally too expensive for my liking, that thing. But if I saw it cheap, I'd maybe pick it up. What else am I looking for? A couple of bits of G1 that I particularly want. A G1 Mirage. I had one when I was a kid, and I stupidly swapped it for, I think it was, what did I swap it for? I think it was a smoke screen that had a broken and a missing windscreen and stuff like that, and then it eventually broke altogether. So that was a really bad idea. So yeah, I'd really like to get a G1 Mirage to, so I haven't got that missing from my collection anymore. Don't see many of those about. I don't remember seeing any last year, although I wasn't really looking for it at the time. But yeah, so I'd like one of those. I'd also like a G1 Bruticus. I think I need a couple more combiners really. I never really completed combiners when I was younger, so I'd get like one limb off one limb off another, and I'd really like to get the Bruticus. It doesn't have to be box or anything, just I'm quite happy to have a loose one, even without all the individual guns and things, as long as it's got all the Bruticus accessories, that would be good enough for me. So that's something to look out for as well. I know Toy Fu had a lot of combiners and G1 type stuff for reasonable prices last year, so I might give them a look if they're there this year. And the last thing that's sort of high up on the list is a Beast Wars Tigertron. That is really hard to find. I've tried eBay a few times, and they're either really expensive or just incomplete, missing bits and stuff like that. Because you saw I've got Air Razor there on the shelf, so I'd like a Tigertron to go with her. But especially if I could find like the Japanese release, so it's like the pure white plastic and not that sort of yellow, almost got that yellowed look to it, the sort of normal release. So that would be cool if I could find that. And there'll be other things. I'm not going. This isn't like I must get these things and nothing else. There'll be other things I haven't even thought of. I'll see, and I'll be tempted by when I'm there. So I'm not planning on being too sort of rigid on this list. But those are the kind of things that stand out as if I saw them, I would definitely get them. But it wouldn't be the end of the world if I didn't get them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for this year. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good convention. It's less than 4 weeks away now, so it's coming around pretty quick. I can't believe it's nearly a year ago now since the last time I was there with it. So that's come around really quick. I'm not complaining, mind. I hope next year's one comes around even quicker, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, that was basically just like a little comparison really compared to last year. And I say I was really nervous last year, but no, just looking forward to it again this year. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, I think. I'll do a review. I might even record another review while I'm here today, because the fridge probably won't turn up till up. The window they've given me is like between 7 AM and 7 PM, so I'm kind of just sat around waiting. So I might do a few reviews or something while I'm here to pass the time, and then just gradually upload them or something like that. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like. But yeah, that's that'll do for this one, I think. So I'll see you soon. Catch you later.